Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Opening Show. In this part of the Cricket Opening Show, as you know, yesterday the first warm-up match of the Champions Trophy 2013 was washed out between Pakistan and Sri Lanka. But today we have one good game going between South Africa and Netherlands, where South Africa put up a very big score on the board by punishing the Netherlands bowlers, with JP Duminy being the star, having an unbeaten 150 to his name of 119 balls with 5 fours and 8 sixes. In fact, during the death overs, JP Duminy went a lot aerial and he slammed a lot of sixes. And what is good is that JP Duminy, as you know, he's coming back from injury. He has taken a lot of rest and he's coming back, and especially to come to England and on his first match score in such a fashion, it was something truly great, I would say, because you need to get adjusted to the conditions. You need to get some practice, but I thought Duminy has done well here. And what he did is Duminy scored 150 not out of just 119 balls with 5 fours and 8 sixes. And the other contributions coming in from Colin Ingram, who contributed 82 of 106 balls with 7 fours and 1 6. But this was the time when the score was, this is the thing that I would like to talk about. The score for South Africa were 189 for 3 when Ingram departed. That was in the 37th over, and after that there were only 13 overs left. In the 13 overs, what South Africa did, they really went after the bowling, which was expected, no doubt about it, and they collected some pretty useful runs. As I said, Duminy went on to, in fact, if you look at it, it's some big hitting that has taken place. In fact, 152 runs was added in the last 13 overs, which was an unbeaten partnership for the 4th wicket. Duminy's contribution, as I said, an unbeaten 150 of 119 balls with 5 fours and 8 sixes. And Faf du Plessis actually scoring 62 unbeaten runs on 43 balls with 2 fours and 5 sixes. Sixes were just raining in the end overs. And Hashim Amla could manage only 20 of 24 balls with 2 fours. Alvaro Peterson failed with the bat. He was out for 6 of 9 balls with 1 4. And Mudassir Bukhari was the wicket taker among the 3 wickets. If you see, things have been looking pretty bad. The Netherlands bowlers were really punished to a great degree here. Mudassir Bukhari was the wicket taker. If you look at the bowling figures, all the bowling figures were totally damaged, barring there is only one bowler that one could talk about, and that was Tim Cooper, who amidst all the ransacking of runs going on done by the South African batsmen, I thought Tim Cooper stood among the rest, bowling 9 overs, no maidens, none for 38, in sharp contrast to the bowling figures that I am going to read out now. Mudassir Bukhari, the medium pacer, 10 overs, 2 maidens, 79 runs on 2 wickets. Vian Macrin was the man who actually made his international debut. It was his first match, and he leaked 54 runs of his 7 overs, but he got his first wicket as Colin Ingram. Jamil, 10 overs was very costly. He was taken to the cleaners. 10 overs went for 83. Cooper I already spoken about, and Peter Boren, 6 overs, no maiden, none for 27. Seelar was also really got a lot of tap, 8 overs, no maiden, none for 57. And South Africa will be happy with the effort here, 341 for 3 of their 50 overs. And currently I could only say that I will be giving an update here. Netherlands currently, the match is almost coming to an end. It is almost that South Africa has already won this warm-up match, because Netherlands currently are 222 for 7 of 44th over. The only thing that I would like to talk about as far as Netherlands innings, and Netherlands would be very happy about that, was their opening batsman Swazieniski, cracking 98 runs. He was run out, unfortunately. He deserved a century. He was run out by Behardine for 98 of 116 deliveries, 11 4. So that was truly a very good knock. So that will give him some confidence there, and that is something that Netherlands can take from this match. Myberg was out for 27 of 27 balls with 4 fours and 1 6. Baresi, the wicketkeeper, was out for a duck. Cooper could contribute only 14 of 30 balls with 1 4, 3 to 1 Gunji. Warren contributed a very quick fire, not quick fire, I would say a pretty brisk 48 of 42 balls with 7 fours in that. Tom de Groot made 8 of 15 balls with 1 4. Right now, as I said, it's a pretty losing cause for Netherlands. Currently, they are 223 for 8. They have a mountain to climb and only 6 overs are left. We all know what's going to be the outcome. Mutaz Bakari is not out on 15 of 16 balls, 2 4. Sealer, as the last man out, gone to Peterson for 8. The bowling figures, 223 for 8 is the current score in the 44th over. Cleanfield 8 overs, no maiden, 1 for 37. Sotsobe bowled 9 overs, no maiden, none for 33, was economical. Duminy 4 overs, 1 for 14 for him. Behardine 8 overs, 1 maiden, 235. Ryan McLaren 7 overs, no maiden, none for 36. And Peterson has been really taken apart. Robin Peterson 7.5 overs, no maidens, 64 runs and 3 wickets. Well, now the other match which is going on, just leaving the warm-up match, and probably I will give you an update as and when something happens there. This is the match. This is the one-day international series which have started between England and New Zealand, and the first one-day international is currently going on at the Lord's Ground in London at the NatWest one-day series, the first of the 3-match series. And New Zealand were the ones who won the toss. And for New Zealand, there was Luke Ronchi making his debut, as I said, because he is the wicketkeeper and opening batsman. As a wicketkeeper, he did well, but as a batsman, he would really forget it because he was out for a blob. And Luke Ronchi, as you know, he's from Australia. Got a New Zealand passport, so he has already played for Australia. So this was his New Zealand debut. He didn't have a good debut, I reckon, I suppose, because he was out for a blob. And right now, England were the ones who batted first, and after Kepler Wessels of Australia, Kepler Wessels who played for Australia initially, and then he also played for South Africa. So Kepler Wessels, Luke Ronchi is the second player to actually shift allegiance from one country to another country and play. So just talking about the game, England were the ones who batted first. Because New Zealand won the toss and inserted the Englishmen in, and England, well, they mustered 227 for 9 of 50 overs. There was some good bowling from the New Zealand bowling. McLennan was very impressive, bowling beautifully. 10 overs, no maiden, 249. There was a spell where he beat Alistair Cook, the England captain, 4 times outside the off stump. Kyle Mills was economical, 1 for 36 for him. Tim Southee, 10 overs, 2 maidens, 3 for 37. He was the one who really put a dent into this England innings. From 50 for 2, he took pretty vital wickets, and he was given good support by Nathan McCullum. 10 overs, no maiden, 2 for 34. So they were the ones who really throttled this England innings and finally put the pressure on them, and finally England could make only 227 for 9 of their 50 overs. Franklin 4 overs, none for 29. Kane Williamson bowled 6 overs, 1 for 38. As far as the England innings were concerned, Alistair Cook contribution, they had an opening start of 45 before the first wicket to go was Ian Bell. Ian Bell was caught Ronchi, bowled Tim Southee. Tim Southee was the one who actually provided the breakthroughs for them. He provided 2 early breakthroughs by dismissing both the openers. Ian Bell was out for 18 of 26 balls, 3 fours. Alistair Cook was gone, caught Ronchi, bowled Southee for 30. So as I said, Ronchi picking up his first catch, the first 2 catches on his debut for New Zealand. Alistair Cook was out for 30 or 45 balls with 5 fours. And both of them, if you look at the dismissals, both of them basically playing away from the body and edging it to the keeper. Jonathan Trott's contribution was 37. He was out, caught at mid-wicket, out bowling Nathan McCullum for 37 of 53 balls with 3 fours. Joe Root and Josh Butler were victims of reverse sweeps. Actually, Joe Root was actually bowled by Nathan McCullum going for a reverse sweep shot, 30 or 40 balls with 1 4. Ian Morgan, well, he was done in by McLennan. First he was hit for a boundary. In the next delivery, McLennan saw that Ian Morgan was advancing down the wicket, kept the ball short. Ian Morgan went for the pull, top edge. Ronchi, the wicket keeper, held the catch. So it was a good outing for Ronchi because he took 3 catches behind the stumps. He was out for 6. Josh Butler, as I said, the reverse sweep, but he was caught by McLennan of the bowling of Kane Williamson. And Chris Wokes was the one who was the not the highest scorer, but what was very pertinent to notice, pertinent to see here is that England's nobody could go on to a big score. The highest score was 37 by Jonathan Trott. The next highest would be Chris Wokes, who occupied 53 balls for his 36 with 2 fours. Bresnan contributed 25 of 32 balls with 2 fours, and 15 to Graham Swan of 14 balls with 2 fours, and 227 for 9 on the board for New Zealand. Never looking good because, as I said, it was some good bowling from the New Zealand bowlers, and that kept England innings in check, and they could make only 227 for 9 of the 50 overs. Now, as far as New Zealand were concerned, in the pursuit of 227, they didn't have a good start at all. They, in fact, they were at one stage they were 1 for 2. It was James Anderson who, in the absence of Stuart Broad and Stephen Finn, who are not playing today due to injuries, in fact, he captured 2 wickets in the first over itself. With the third ball of his first over, Luke Ranchi, the opening batsman who was making his debut for New Zealand, was caught by Swan on the bowling of Anderson for a duck. And then he sent back Kane Williamson, caught by Butler, bowled Anderson for a duck. And in fact, after that, there was a good partnership. From 1 for 2, the score went on to 121, thanks to some beautiful batting by Martin Guptill, who's currently not out on 61 of 73 balls with 6 fours and 2 sixes. Ross Taylor was along with him, so it was a very wonderful partnership which added 120 valuable runs. And then James Anderson, once again coming back into his second spell, picked up the wicket of Ross Taylor. In fact, it broke that partnership for the third wicket, which was looking dangerous. But Ross Taylor was nipped in the bud, caught Butler, bowled Anderson for 54 of 77 balls with 9 fours, and that left Grant Elliott right now not out on 3. 127 for 3, all the 3 wickets going to James Anderson. 6 overs, no maiden, 3 for 21 for him. Durn Bash, 4 overs, 1 maiden, none for 20 bowled. Well, Wokes has got a lot of tap. He has been taken to the cleaners. 5 overs, went for 44. Bresnan on his return from his injury has been pretty impressive, keeping the ball up to the batsman, not allowing them any liberties, and really picking up the not picking up any wickets, but really making it work. 6 overs, 1 maiden, none for 18. And Graham Swan bowled 6 overs in a very economical fashion. 6 overs, no maiden, none for 21. A long way to go still in this particular match between New Zealand and England, and 100 runs still required in 22.4 overs. It's always quite a possibility, but well, we do have a game on hand because I would say it's even Stevens right now. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, in the meanwhile, 231 for 8 is Netherlands' score. As I said, it's all over there. South Africa is going to win the first warm-up match of Champions Trophy 2013. Well, dear, and tomorrow I think it's going to be India versus Sri Lanka in the warm-up match. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, I don't have much time to really dwell on anything due to shortage of time. Thanks for your company as usual, and thanks for your support as usual. This is your host Ram, returning you back to the studios. Thank you.